Hi everyone, today I'm making sticky bun pumpkin muffins. I found this recipe 12 years ago in a Southern Living magazine, and I cut it out and I saved it, and I finally made it a couple weeks ago. And let me tell you, it was delicious. So I recommend you make it too. Let me show you what the ingredients are. Light brown sugar, pumpkin, vanilla, corn syrup, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of butter, flour, sugar, extra virgin olive oil, pecan halves or pecan, pumpkin pie spice, salt, and baking soda. Our first step is we're going to chop our pecans. I picked up a bag of pecan halves and I counted out 12 because that's about how many muffins this recipe is going to make because I cut it in half. I want pieces and I want holes. They're going to go into the oven, and so the first thing I need to do is chop. I'm going to keep these other aside though because I want them to remain in half. I want pieces and I want halves. We're going to toast them in the oven. Whoops, lost one. The reason I kept 12 halves separate is because when we're all done and we're ready to do the topping, I want this to be the star on top. It's going to look really cool. You'll see. Stay to the end and you'll see the finished product and how cool it looks. All right. I recommend putting it on parchment. It makes cleanup so much easier. All right, I'm going to spread these out. Our oven is heating to 350. And they're going to toast for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now, the only thing to remember is you're going to have to move them around halfway through. So after 4 minutes, we'll get them out and move them around. Okay. So it's been 4 minutes. I'm taking the pecans out, and I'm going to shift them around so every part can get cooked. Like I say, another option is to do it on top of the stove. That works well too. We're toasting them, but we don't want to burn them because if you burn them, you're going to have to start all over again. And we'll put them back in for another 4 minutes. Here are the pecans, all toasted and fragrant. Now what I'm going to attempt to do without burning my fingers, pick up the parchment paper. Okay. Put them in the bowl.
That was pretty tricky, Bridget.
I didn't spill any either. Oh, I've got to melt my butter.
I think we'll just throw it in there and it'll melt because those things feel hot.
They are, but not hot enough. No. But good question. Time for elevator music. Yep, got it. Yes. Okay, here's our butter. Put that in. brown sugar, and corn syrup. This is going to go in the bottom of the muffin cups and on the top of the muffins. So you want to make sure to stir really well, get everything incorporated. Our next step is to put our pecans in the bottom. Now what I want to do is use as many pieces as possible and fill it up. I want to save my big pieces for at the end. And now I'm going to move on to the next step. Our next step is our dry ingredients. So we have our flour, our sugar, pumpkin pie spice, baking soda, and salt. You could you could sift this, but I'm using a whisk and that'll work the same way. So we want to incorporate everything and then finish with a well in the center. Then we're going to move on to our wet ingredients. Now it's time for the wet ingredients. I'm only going to need half a can, because again, I cut the recipe in half. So half a can of pumpkin. This is the 15-ounce size. I have extra virgin olive oil. And now the original recipe called for canola oil. I don't use canola oil anymore. Extra virgin olive oil is what I use, or avocado oil. It's better for you. I have 2 eggs. I went ahead and cracked them out of the shell because I want to make sure I don't get any shells in there. It's easier to do it now than crack it. I've done it. And then I had to try and fish out the shell. Have vanilla. That wasn't in the original recipe, which I thought was unusual. So I decided to add it. And our last ingredient is water. I don't know why water, but it adds more liquid and certainly doesn't add any more calories. So I'm going to stir this together and of course combine it with the dry ingredients. Okay, that's combined, so now I'm going to add it into the dry ingredients. I'll add it right in the center. This is going to take a few minutes. Now, if you think you want to put it in your stand mixer, of course you can, but I worry about the fact of it over mixing and I'm not paying attention to it. And that's not good for your recipe. You could use a hand mixer. That would be great because you have more control and you know when to stop.
But this is a small batch.
Yes, it is a small batch of 12. I think if you were doing the full batch, you probably would want to use the hand mixer. I just want to make sure we get all the dry ingredients so you don't taste the flour.
When you have your commercial bakery, you can...
Right. I'm not at that level yet, for sure.
And not everybody has a stand mixer.
Right, not everybody does. They're heavy, they're big, sometimes they're expensive. I mean, I don't use mine every day, but they do come in handy when you need them.
And back when our family lived on the frontier, we didn't have electricity or stand mixers, right?
This is true. I don't know what frontier you lived in the 60s. Yeah, we're both children of the 60s, so a lot of these conveniences were around. Now it's time to fill the muffin cups about 3/4 full. So it has a beautiful pumpkin color. Now this is going to make a little more than 12. So I will just make probably the remaining 6 separately. but I wanted you guys to see what 12 look like.
Wow, that smells good.
It does. I like the color too. It looks very fall. So again, going in at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. Now we're going to get it out of the oven so I can test it and see if they're done. They smell great, they look beautiful, but let's see if they're done. Let's see. If it comes out clean, then they're done. This next step is going to sound crazy, but it was in the original instructions. And you take the muffin pan, oh, it hurts my heart. And just, oh no! Maybe that's why I don't want to do it. And you dump them out. Okay, they're going to be hot and switching to another kind of, they have to cool for 5 minutes on a rack. So I'm going to move them over. Did you point out the man down?
No, we're not going to use that.
Our final step is to put our remaining nut mixture on top of each one of these. So you really have to use your fingers to help make it stick and have more topping mixture because I lost that one muffin on the floor. Get some of the bigger ones on there.
Wow.
Sticky bun pumpkin muffins.
It's amazing.
It is.
We made these last week to try them for today's recipe.
Yep, twice.
Amazing. Delicious.
Everybody loved them. So, what do you think the secret ingredient is?
Love.
I think so too.
It's always the secret ingredient. These are gorgeous looking.
So definitely let them cool after you put the topping on. Otherwise, the topping will fall off if you eat it too quickly.
But it's amazing. The topping stays on.
Mm-hmm. It does. Ooh.
Truly sticky.
It is.
Ooh. And the ingredients all the way through the middle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Very good. You want a napkin? Okay. The only thing that I think could possibly be added is nutmeg and maybe some cinnamon, like when you're making a pumpkin pie.
But they are perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your recipe? Oh, here it is. Bridgetta has been saving this thing since October of 2011. I'm glad you made it.
I know, I am too.
Glad you cut it out of Southern Living.
I know. I wish I had more. I've thrown a lot away over the years because I thought, well, I've made it once. What do I need to keep it for?
Who's ever going to have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, who thought all those years ago? So, anyway, we hope you give this one a try because it's excellent. And, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. And the recipe is in the description box. Of course, if you click on the title of the video, it will open up and the recipe will be right there.
Thanks a lot for joining us today.
Yep. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Nobody loves me better. Nobody
I could just pick the nuts off the top.